mean, every time we sort of walked out here, fielding or batting, it felt like the whistles were going wild and the crowd was there, and I guess you can even hear. Here we are in the change room. I'll take you to the place I sit during the IPL. I actually think Chennai is a very, very tidy team. I wouldn't say Ritu is dirty, but he's got so many bats that it's just natural. His stuff takes up a lot of the changing room, which he's allowed to. He's the captain. There's many more beautiful moments that have happened here at this wonderful ground. The amount of cheers he's had for his name, I don't know how he doesn't get tired of it, but shows so much respect to the fans, and the fans, treat him like a god, which deservedly so. It's pretty cool what he's done for Indian cricket and world cricket as a whole. What's a visit to Chennai without going to Chepauk? Let's go. Well, Chennai for me is the loud crowds and the whistles. I guess that's the experience that I've had, especially this year. How crazy the crowd was every time we played, and that was significant to me every time. The support of the people and how cricket mad the city is. I feel when I was here for the couple of months was probably the standout thing for me. We probably don't go out as much as we should, but it's good to experience it when we can. I guess the classic thing is the heat. The classic Chennai heat feels like it, and we always have a lovely view of the sea from our hotel room, so it's always nice to wake up and have a look at that. Yeah, it's good to be back. Looks a little bit more different to game days and training days. Guess you saw a lot more yellow around as the season was going on, but yeah, it looks a bit different, but it's nice and quiet. A lot more quiet than what I'm used to. Here we are in the change room. I'll take you to the place I sit during the IPL. Yeah, this was me. I had Jinx to the right of me, great player, great guy, and I had Moeen Ali to the left of me. Two pretty incredible players to sit next to and pick their brains a little bit. I was in Dev's seat, so he missed the IPL. I actually think Chennai is a very, very tidy team. Everyone stacks up their stuff well, and there's some guys in the team who have more stuff than others, but I wouldn't say Ritu is dirty, but he's got so many bats that it's just natural. His stuff takes up a lot of the changing room, which he's allowed to. He's the captain. Feels incredibly weird to be at an empty Chepauk. I mean, every time we sort of walked out here, fielding or batting, it felt like the whistles were going wild and the crowd was there, and I guess you can even hear, just in the background, you just remember what it was like and stuff. So to be here a few months later is pretty special, and I think it just shows the fans that they still have a lasting effect on us players. So all that support was amazing, and it was beautiful to experience. As I sit in this seat in the sea of yellow, it's very interesting to be in this part of the ground rather than being out there. It's a very interesting view on it. My memories of especially the crowd was being able to field. I fielded out here a couple of times, and every time you'd come to the boundary, a big cheer, or a Rachin, and those moments for me are a massive sort of pinch yourself and goosebump type moments, for a crowd of, whatever. I don't actually know what the capacity is. It seems like it's 100,000 when the fans are at full force, but for them to be screaming your name and offering that support is something very, very special. There's many more beautiful moments that have happened here at this wonderful ground. Probably too many to list, but like I said, it's pretty cool to have it all here, and you can always reminisce on the times that have gone before us, and I think that's important for us as well to recognise that stuff and know, look, we wouldn't be here as people and cricket as a sport if it wasn't for all these pioneers of the game. So Sunil Gavaskar, legend of the game, probably one of the greatest Indian batters, if not the greatest. whether Pakistan won the game and the crowd did a lap of honour, I think that just shows the fanfare of the sport and the crazy fanfare of the Chennai fans and the Chepauk fans and Indian cricket fans in general. Obviously the great man Tendulkar, to know that's always there, and this is quite cool. I mean, two of the greatest Indian batters, and for them to be recognised in a ground that's not even their home ground shows the significance of them and what they had on the people of India. Obviously MS, double 100, it's pretty fitting to pretty much score in his home ground, the Chepauk. I think the amount of cheers he's had for his name, I don't know how he doesn't get tired of it, but he keeps coming along and shows so much respect to the fans, and the fans treat him like a god, which deservedly so. It's pretty cool what he's done for Indian cricket and world cricket as a whole. Absolutely incredible batter, wasn't he? Like, he revolutionised opening the batting, came out with so much intent all the time, and truckloads, thousands of runs at a strikeout of 80 plus in Test cricket, which is not easy. I think he averaged 52, so again, another one of India's greatest players. Amazing just to learn about this stuff and reminisce on those times. And like I said before, without them, we wouldn't be the cricketers we are today. Such idols of all of us, and and that's the beauty of it. You dream as a kid to be in these situations, and for us to be able to play out there with fans that the Chepauk has, it's incredibly special. So it's been a lovely time to visit the Chepauk again, reminiscing on wonderful memories and special times that we shared over the last, the last 2.5 months when we were here for the last RPL. I'm sure, it's a bit quiet at the moment, as it was, a lot of yellow back then, and now it's, it's a little bit more barren and not as noisy as it once was, but come, May, come that first game of the season, I'm sure it's going to be hissing as it always is. So it's been a pleasure to be back, and thank you, Chennai.